I'm going to have a bit of a vlog here today. Not anything super huge or exciting. Maybe, maybe not. Kind of just a little bit of an explanation of what's going on, things that are happening. Kind of going along with that format now. But first, would you all like to guess, beyond that window, what the weather is like? Because I can tell you right now, I bet you're roughly right. Well, that's right, it's raining. So the Sunday that I'm off is rainy and dreary, right on par with the usual weather here, but that's fine and dandy because it's not going to affect what I want to do here today, in particular. Anyway, but well, let's go, shall we? We have our stock exhaust right here. Finally home after all of these months. If you remember from when I put my Corsa exhaust on, or you know how I almost killed myself.
Wasn't it?
Had to have been.
That must have been what saved us from getting crushed all day. How about that?
Working on my car and modding my car. And I say that, I even went back and retitled the video accordingly after I thought about it, because at the end of the day, when we were, you know, getting off the ramps and stuff, we realized that, you know, after I took the, or I realized after I, you know, took the parking brake off, it just kind of started to slide back and off of the ramps, really with no gas. So I don't know why or how that is, but that's kind of what happened. So if it weren't for the parking brakes, I probably would, I'd probably be in some serious condition, if not dead. So remember, if you don't have access to a lift, just as a big pro tip here, I learned this trick later on. I don't know why I didn't think about it then either. But even with jack stands, I'd say if you don't have like a lift to work on your exhaust hole, you don't want to take to a shop to get it done, because you're trying to save, you know, some money or whatever the case may be. Then I would say, you know, when you have your car up on ramps or jacked up or whatever, to put a safety block, like some cement blocks or something under your car. Now, yes, it might damage your car if it does fall, but I'd say that'd be a lot better than, you know, you being dead or in critical condition in the hospital or something because you almost or did get crushed by a 4,000 pound or so car. But yeah, my exhausts are home now. Big thanks to my cousin who finally got them back down here. Now, it isn't just due to him not, you know, getting around to it or anything. It's just he just got his truck back up and running, or at least I'm assuming. He just found some way of hauling it back down here, though. Is the primary point here. So we got the stock exhaust home, fellas. I need to get them out of the weather and find a place to store them. I could put them in the shed. I really want to tear that thing down and build up something nice eventually. I don't know that I want them out here in the elements like this in general. This is bad enough. I'm thinking about putting them up in the house in this one closet that's full of all of my stock parts so far. Yeah, that's pretty much one big update kind of done there. Now let's go over to the star of the channel, good old RT here. Maybe that's what I'll call him, Artie. Hey, Artie. Now, Now, it's not the airbox itself. The airbox itself is fine and dandy. You know, it's doing what airboxes do. It's sucking in air and all that. So, can't complain on that front. But, I'm thinking I need to find a better way of holding this on, because it seems to keep coming rather loose with these particular clamps. So I think I might need to come with a sturdier clamp. Now these are holding fine up here, but it's just this one that's on this plastic bit that's kind of jostling about and getting kind of loosened up all the time. And I don't really think it's because I don't have it like secured up there enough on it or anything like that. It just jostles loose because it's a clamp. You know, clamps don't necessarily really hold all that well. Now I'm thinking if I did get like a dual-sided clamp setup or something, maybe it'd hold a little bit more evenly pressure, you know, on both sides or all sides or whatever, and we'd probably get better results with holding on that. But I don't know. No real movement there. It's just, you can just see right here kind of how it moves, how it's kind of loose. So that needs a little bit of a fix as well. And like I said in my last video, I do have some other things planned coming up. I'd say maybe hopefully within 2 weeks, or a week from this week, should I say. I have some things planned for the vlog in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully one big thing that will change the appearance of this car in one hell of a way. I think you all will enjoy this, but just stay tuned for that coming up here. Me exploring this particular, exploring this particular venue will give me a chance to talk to you guys about another, you know, kind of buyer beware situation, if it comes to that, and I hope it don't, because so far I've, you know, had no problems with any of the products I bought aftermarket. My airbox from Forza, the exhaust from Forza, and the ever forgotten about skull, you know, skulls on my wheels, tire pressure, or tire pressure caps, whatever you want to call them. Although they don't exactly fit perfect or anything, but there's nothing to really complain about either. I mean, they do what they need to do, and they, you know, look more interesting than just a regular old cat doing it. So yeah, so far I've had no real glaring product issues or anything, but this could be the game changer. Who knows? This could be the one that I have some sort of issues with, and I can actually confirm and tell you guys about, you know, just beware of this or that when buying from this company, if it comes to that. So yeah, let's get on to the next thing. So it's just another day off for me. Rainy, cold, depressing, dark. You know, the good stuff. Yeah, so I'm on my way to hopefully, maybe, but probably not, figuring out what exactly to do for my hoses, like I was just talking about. It's my favorite store in town, once again, Lowe's. I think I'm here like every week that I'm off. for one thing or another, honestly. But I mean, it's pretty much the only local hardware store in town. Okay, so we have found the clamps. We found them, but like my options are kind of either to pretty much try to find something big enough that's kind of like this, where it's like a, you know, an O-shaped type ring that would be like even pressure mostly all around, or just stick with what I've got, because I mean that's pretty much mostly what they have now is the is like the ones that I have now. And I don't really want to go, I mean, I'm not going to buy one of those because I already have one of those. So it's not like that one's worn out. That's not the problem. The problem we're facing is that those don't really hold it tight for a long period of time. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at right now, folks, is pretty much the same spot that we have been in. We're just gonna have to stick with that one for a little while longer. I'm gonna try to search up some more secure, or if you all know of any more secure like fittings that can go around pipes like that, let me know in the comments below if you know anything about that. But I don't know off the top of my head. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research to see if I can't find something more efficient than screw clamps, basically. So, yeah. The resolution to this is pretty much that I'm going to have to tighten it down for now. Because I can't really find anything that's necessarily going to be more efficient or better as it stands at the moment. But as soon as I do, rest assured that's what I will use. But yeah, the reason it's now so late is because I decided while we were out, we go see the movie Annihilation. I'd say an overall solid film. But yeah, I'm just going to tighten this back down, get it all straightened out, move back into place. But that's pretty much it for this vlog. Like I said, there's going to be some promising content coming up. Oh, and there's a decision that I may or may not pull the trigger on that will change every fucking thing. Well, I say every fucking thing, but let's just say it could open up a whole avenue of things. I'm really, really highly considering it, but I don't have a super feasible way of pulling it off. Anyway, if you like this video and want to keep up with more of my videos to come, go ahead and click the subscribe button, turn on notifications below, as well as follow me on my Instagram and Twitter, which are linked below in the description, like every video. And I will see you all in the passenger seat next ride.